ROA Kim Zolciak using cops again. Claims Kroy stole everything. RHOA alum Kim Zolciak has the cops on her speed dial as she is alleging that her estranged husband, Kroy Bierman, stole everything. The former couple is officially leaving their Georgia mansion, but it seems, according to Kim, that Kroy staked his claim on many items from the house. So what happened when the police got involved? Keep reading for more details. Kim Zolciak using cops again. Claims Kroy stole everything. The cops have told Kim Zolciak that she needs to stop calling them. They are tired of being dragged into her marital drama with Kroy Bierman. Of course, that has not stopped the reality star from putting them to work. She had previously gotten them involved when Kroy allegedly blocked her moving truck from leaving their Georgia mansion. The home had faced foreclosure dating back to August 2022, but they dodged that. It happened again in early 2023, but was followed by the couple filing for divorce. Kim owed over $1 million to the IRS and had an immense amount of debt. Cars were being repossessed, and she was attempting to sell lavish items from her family's closet. Kim even tried to sell the hair from her head, as she often wore pricey wigs. Things then became combative between Kim and Kroy as they shared their Georgia mansion. However, they had rules as to when they could come and go. It was a lot for their 4 minor children to handle, and they both claimed they had been either traumatized or imprisoned by their marriage. The home was set for auction in early December 2024. Ariana Bierman took fans on a final, sentimental house tour. As everyone progressively moved out, it was practically empty with nothing but memories. Now, according to Reality T, the reason Kroy blocked Kim's moving truck was that he claimed she had taken shared belongings. Yet, per body cam footage, she maintained he stole everything from the home down to the kitchenware. He even took her workout equipment, so they both threw jabs. What about the kids? At this point, followers of this story do not care about Kim Zolciak and Kroy Bierman. Rather, they are concerned for their 4 minor kids. They want to know who is watching out for them and ensuring they are out of harm's way. When does this end, and who is looking out for those children? Others noted that Kroy should have listened to his mother, who warned him to stay away from Kim. I bet he wished he would have listened to him, Mom, when she was trying to warn him. He should have listened to his mother. Hate to see it. His mama tried to tell him, though. Hopefully, this ends soon, because the children are the ones who are really suffering, and all for Kim's pots and pans. Kim Zolciak Bierman paced back and forth in the grand foyer of her Alpharetta mansion, her long acrylic nails tapping nervously against her phone screen. The sprawling home, once a symbol of her enviable lifestyle, now felt like a gilded cage. The tension between her and Kroy Bierman had reached a boiling point, and she was ready to make her next move, one that involved dialing the cops. Again, the chaos had started early that morning when Kim woke up to find the designer handbag she'd left on the kitchen counter missing. Panic set in as she mentally cataloged its contents: credit cards, cash, and most importantly, her favorite lip kit. Storming through the house in her silk robe and furry slippers, she found no trace of the bag. But it wasn't just the missing handbag. Several items around the house seemed out of place. Her jewelry box, which she always kept on her vanity, had been opened, and a few expensive bracelets were gone. Kroy. Kim's voice echoed through the mansion. No answer. She stomped down the hall, her frustration growing. Finally, she found him in the backyard, tossing a football with their son Cash. "What's going on, Kim?" Kroy asked, his tone exasperated as he caught sight of her furious expression. "I'm with the kids." "Don't you kin me," she shot back. "Where's my handbag? And why does it look like someone's been rummaging through my stuff?" Kroy raised an eyebrow. "I have no idea what you're talking about." "Maybe you misplaced it." Kim's jaw dropped. Misplaced it? As if she didn't know exactly where she left her things. "You know what? I'm done playing games," she said, pulling out her phone. "I'm calling the cops." Kroy's face darkened. "Kim, don't be ridiculous. The kids are here. They don't need to see this." But Kim was already talking to the dispatcher, her voice tinged with drama. "Yes, hi, this is Kim Zolciak Bierman. I need officers at my house immediately. My ex-husband has been stealing from me." The words hung in the air, heavy with accusation. Kroy shook his head in disbelief and turned back to Cash. "Go inside, buddy," he said softly, ruffling his son's hair. Within 20 minutes, 2 patrol cars pulled up to the estate, their flashing lights cutting through the pristine suburban calm. The officers were greeted by Kim, who wasted no time launching into her story. "He's been taking my things and hiding them," she said, gesturing dramatically toward Kroy, who stood silently on the porch. "This isn't the first time either. I've tried to handle it privately, but enough is enough." One of the officers, a tall woman with a no-nonsense demeanor, glanced at Kroy. "Sir, do you have any response to these allegations?" Kroy sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I haven't taken anything. Kim's just—" He hesitated, choosing his words carefully. "She's under a lot of stress." "Stress?" Kim repeated, her voice rising. "You've stolen everything from me, Kroy. My peace of mind, my happiness, and now my belongings." The officers exchanged a glance, clearly accustomed to domestic disputes, but still taken aback by the sheer theatrics of this one. "Ma'am," the female officer said, "can you show us what's missing?" Kim led the officers inside, pointing out the open jewelry box and the empty spot on the counter where her handbag had been. "And I'm sure if you check his truck, you'll find everything," she added, her tone accusatory. Reluctantly, Kroy handed over his truck keys. "Go ahead. I've got nothing to hide." As one officer searched the vehicle, the other stayed inside with Kim and Kroy. The tension was palpable, the silence punctuated only by the occasional sniffle from Kim. Finally, the officer returned, holding up a designer handbag. "Is this it?" he asked. Kim's eyes widened. "Yes, that's it." She shot Kroy a triumphant look. "I knew it." But the officer wasn't finished. "We found it under the passenger seat, along with some jewelry." He looked at Kroy. "Can you explain why these items were in your truck?" Kroy threw his hands up in frustration. "I don't know how they got there. Maybe one of the kids moved them. Maybe Kim put them there herself. Who knows?" Kim gasped, clutching her chest as if she'd been personally attacked. "How dare you accuse me of staging this?" she cried. "You're the one who's been trying to sabotage me." The officers, clearly weary of the back and forth, stepped in. "Ma'am, we'll need to file a report, but it's unclear at this point whether a crime has actually been committed," the female officer said diplomatically. Kim's indignation flared. "Unclear? He's a liar and a thief." "And you're a drama queen," Kroy muttered under his breath, earning a sharp glare from Kim. After an hour of statements and paperwork, the officers left, leaving Kim and Kroy alone in the cavernous house. The silence was deafening as they stared each other down, years of love and resentment colliding in their gazes. "This isn't over," Kim said finally, her voice low and menacing. Kroy shook his head. "It never is with you." As Kim retreated to her bedroom, slamming the door behind her, she grabbed her phone and opened Instagram. Within minutes, she posted a tearful video, recounting the day's events for her followers. "You guys, I can't anymore," she said, dabbing at her eyes with a tissue. "Kroy's taken everything from me, and I'm just trying to protect myself and my kids. Please pray for us." Meanwhile, Kroy sat in the kitchen, staring at the family's once-shared calendar on the fridge. It was covered in overlapping schedules and reminders, a chaotic reflection of their lives. He sighed, wondering how things had come to this. The love they'd once shared had been replaced by bitterness and blame, and there seemed to be no way back. As the house settled into uneasy quiet, both Kim and Kroy knew that this was just another chapter in their ongoing saga. The cops might have left, but the drama was far from over.